Too. So first up off the bat, Canelo Alvarez fought. I gotta make sure I pronounce his name correctly.
I can't pronounce his first name that well, but it's just Yildirim.
Yeah,
Yildirim.
Yildirim. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Anvi Yildirim.
Yeah.
So first of all, going into this fight, do you want to know what the odds were?
Oh, yeah, Canelo was because the favorite.
Yeah. Do you know by how much? A minus 6,200.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote that down right off the bat because it showed up on the screen.
Oh, I can't even.
6,002. That's how much it was. Yeah.
I can't even understand why you would bet on boxing anymore, because it's like, unless you're watching like two fucking heavyweights go and where anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's very hard to bet against Canelo.
Yeah. First of all, Yildirim didn't even throw any significant strikes in the first round. What happened was he was just
maybe one significant strike,
maybe one or two, maybe a couple jabs.
Mm.
But Canelo just was patient. He used his range. He was being smart. He had swift. He loves his body shots. Canelo loves his body shots. Then come the second round, I don't know why, but Yildirim went into a high guard and exposed his body, which is the last thing you want to do, especially against Canelo. And he just hits you with these massive yellow hooks. As I was watching, I was like, it's like, what's the best way? It's like saying you're taking a champ.
Makes him look like an amateur.
Yeah, it did.
Made him look like an amateur.
It was like putting a champion against someone who's not even ranked. That's what it looked like to me, because this was a mandatory fight, because what Canelo is doing right now is he's actually defending the integrity of boxing. He wants to fight more often, because the issue that people have with some boxers is they just do not fight enough. They're not active enough.
Yeah, is he now looking at maybe a super middleweight fight?
He is correct. He wants to fight 4 times this year, and he wants to take the belt off Billy Joe Sanders. He wants to unify his belts. But the reason why what he had to do, because boxing is all politics.
You got your mandatories.
Huh?
You got your mandatories.
Yeah, you need to do the mandatories. Yeah.
Which is what Yildirim was.
Which is fine. If you're Canelo, you're young, you got the skills, you just put some more feathers in your cap, for another win to your record, put some more money in your pocket, that's fine. But just like, I almost felt sorry for Yildirim.
Yeah, it was his mandatory, but Canelo had to unify the 168.
Yeah.
168 belt. Now, I'm looking at this now, and following his fight today against Anvi, it looks like he's going to. I think he's looking to fight Billy Joe Saunders for the unified super middleweight championship on May 8th.
Yeah.
So he's looking to have a busy year, because it wasn't that long ago, that he was fighting Callum Smith.
Yeah.
It was it wasn't that long ago.
Wasn't it in December or November last year?
No, it was in January.
It was this year.
It was this year, January, when he fought Callum Smith. Let me check. But it wasn't very long ago that he fought Callum Smith and put on a masterclass as well. Canelo's staying active. There's only so many years he's got left in boxing, right? And he's just trying to squeeze it out.
Not even that, but he's just trying to survive.
No, you're correct. You're correct. 20th of December. It was just before Christmas.
Because do you remember when boxing's now is coming more and more into competition with the UFC because of how active the UFC fighters are, but with boxing, do you remember when Nate Diaz fought against Jorge Masvidal for the BMF belt, and that card was so stacked, it was so much, it was so so pulled out, like even the president at the time, Donald Trump, even made an appearance. The friggin' Rock was there. The whole world was on hold. There was actually a Canelo fight was meant to be fighting, and they pushed it back 40 minutes just so they could get the UFC fights out of the way.
You saw pictures and recordings of them in the back room, and Canelo has just got his legs, his feet up, and he's looking up at the ceiling, and he's going, "Fuck, why haven't we started yet?" The power of mixed martial arts is outgrowing boxing. It's just it's great that there's a few boxing stars out there that are that we're continuing to see. We've got Deontay Wilder, we've got Canelo, we've got
Triple G.
We've got Triple G. We've got Manny Pacquiao possibly coming back. Floyd is doing some form of exhibition. We got Tyson Fury. We've got a few stars there. We got Grant Garcia with Javante Davis.
Yeah.
Devin Haney. there's a few out there that are still keeping boxing alive, and it's nice to see that Canelo, he's only 30 years old, right? He's only 30 years old. We usually say your fighting prime is somewhere around 30 to 32, maybe 33 max. And that's usually what we see in terms of your fighting prime. That's what we see. So it's good that he's starting to get these mandatories out of the way, starting to set up these really good legacy fights. And him versus Billy Joe Saunders to unify the super middleweight champion. Brilliant.
Love it.
Brilliant.
I love it.
Love it. And I love that they're building momentum. He fought in December, right before Christmas.
Yes.
He's now just fought the end of February.
Yeah.
And now they're going to fight in a few
months.
May 8th, apparently. So brilliant. Cannot wait for that. Excellent fight.